Okay, let's talk about something everyone's experienced, right? That weird little mystery of the disappearing laundry sock.
Hmm.
You put a pair in the wash and somehow, poof, only one comes back out. It happens all the time. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into a source that takes this idea somewhere really unexpected. We're looking at excerpts from a children's story, The Magical Mismatched Sock Garden by Imagination Station 36.
Exactly. And our mission here for you is to maybe see how this quite whimsical tale actually gives us some pretty profound insights. Insights into finding value, finding purpose in places we just don't expect. And why embracing things that seem lost or maybe just different can be, genuinely transformative. It kind of challenges how we see things needing to be complete.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
So the story starts with Max. He's got this exact problem, socks vanishing, always just one from a pair.
Yeah.
And he gets fed up, right?
Hmm.
So he decides to investigate. Follows this trail of sock fuzz behind the shed. But it's not just fuzz. It leads him to this, like, sparkly tunnel made entirely of lint,
Lint. Amazing.
right? And this tunnel, it's a portal. Max crawls through and finds himself in this hidden garden. And it's incredible. Socks, all colors, all patterns, literally growing on vines like flowers. It's wild. And that's where he meets Stitchy. Kind of the guy. Button eyes, thimble hat.
Stitchy, the guide.
Exactly. And Stitchy welcomes him to the magical mismatched sock garden. This isn't just scenery, though, is it? It's kind of the heart of the whole thing.
It really is, because Stitchy explains why the garden exists. Its purpose is to give these lost socks a new life, to let them grow into something totally new and unique. So right away, loss isn't an endpoint. It's framed as, a starting point for something else. Absence becomes creation.
And the things they become. It's not like they just reappear as socks. Max sees striped socks become these silly snakes that dance around. Fuzzy socks turn into something called snuggleberries.
Level bit.
Yeah, and they giggle when you pick them. And my favorite, the glow-in-the-dark ones. They just float around like tiny little moons. It's so imaginative. So naturally, Max asks the big question, why only one sock? Why are they mismatched?
And this is where it gets really interesting. Stitchy's answer is so simple, but, quite profound. Because the missing ones become magic. Just like that.
Wow.
Yeah. It's not just cute, is it? It's this brilliant example of cognitive reframing. It's about changing your perspective, seeing loss not as something being taken away, but as what's needed for something new, something valuable to actually emerge. Those perceived imperfections, the missing parts, they're the spark for the magic, for the fun.
So if we pull back from the story itself,
Yeah.
what's the takeaway here? For kids, sure, but maybe for us too. It feels like more than just it's okay to be different, although that's definitely there.
Oh, absolutely. It goes deeper. The story really shows how imagination can take an everyday frustration, like a missing sock, and turn it into this whole adventure. And it reinforces that idea that things we think are lost, or maybe parts of ourselves we see as incomplete or imperfect,
Mm,
they still have value, real value. They have a purpose, maybe one we haven't seen yet. It's about looking for that potential, even in what feels like a setback or an oddity.
yeah, finding the potential. And the story sums it up so nicely near the end, doesn't it? That line. Sometimes the things that don't match make the world more fun.
Yeah.
Max leaves the garden wearing mismatched socks, totally happy about it, ready to celebrate uniqueness.
Ah.
So that was our deep dive into the magical mismatched sock garden. Pretty amazing how a children's story can illustrate these big ideas, right?
Yeah.
Imagination, finding value in loss, the magic of difference.
It really does reframe things beautifully. And it leaves us and you with a thought, I think. Considering Max's adventure, what are the single socks in your own life? Those odd experiences, those detours you didn't plan, maybe things you see as shortcomings. Could they, if you looked at them differently, actually be waiting to bloom into something magical, something purposeful? What adventures might embracing those mismatched parts unlock for you?